is here. My lady has arrived.
Okay, so here it is, Elvira, House of Horrors, Blood Red Kiss Edition, number 469 of only 500 made. And we're gonna have to try and get this downstairs and set up, but as you'll see here shortly, there's a reason why I've got CSI and Metallica here in the old dining room slash living room, because they're just sitting here. This is overflow from the arcade, and I've actually got a Hurricane and a Red and Ted's Roadshow that also are going to have to come here to the house that are overflow. So I'm going to end up with 5 pinball machines that are going to have to go down in the basement. But here you'll see here shortly why they're not down there now, and why it's going to be interesting to try and get this downstairs. But you know, like the dining room here is overflowing with stuff and chassis and stuff for someone else. A baby Pac-Man, a brand new baby Pac-Man playfield that I have to swap out. The old Addams Family playfield that I replaced. Used glass, a new glass, old legs, various things like that. So this stuff is just sitting up here because of the reason you're about to see. But for this video, we're going to have to get all the stuff in the basement that's in the way out of the way, and then get this downstairs and opened up and set up. And I can't tell you how excited I am to be able to have this here. This is not going on location at the arcade. This is going to be my personal machine here at the house. So let me take you downstairs here shortly. I'm going to cut away and come back. We'll be downstairs, but got to figure out how to get this thing down there and get it set up and move everything out of the way and feast your eyes on this. Monitors, monitors, monitors. This is the basement currently. This half is all monitors. The other half here is the living area. And you can see that over the last 4 or 5 years, this is everything that I've gathered. Not everything, I have more, believe it or not, and I'll show you here shortly, but we got 4900s and 13-inch Megatouch monitors and Hanorex MTCs and Sharp XMs and Polos and Macvisions and 9200s and Neotech 500DXs and Cortec KTX 26s and Neotechs 27s and 25s and you name it. It's all down here. It's all got to go. Someone needs to come and get all this stuff from me. There's 2 empty spots here. I got a 7500 and a Polo tube that's upstairs for stuff I'm working on. I got commercial TVs for tube swaps. More 4900s and Geo7s, and I think that's a A1 Korean chassis and another A1 down there. Actually, that's a 1420A. I forget what that one is, some type of Sharp. You know, 2701, 9200, 9200, K7000, K7000, 2 500DXs. 2 PM 1745s that have a Time Crisis 3, K7500. What is this? Working Needs Rebuilt. That is, I'm not even sure what the heck that one is, but that's a 27. Another 27 7500. I mean, it's all this stuff is just, and chassis and chassis and chassis all sitting over here. Then if we go over here into the, let me turn the light on here. Let's go over into the utility room, and we can sneak a peek at even more stuff here. Why can't I bring up the menu? Trying to find the light. There it is. I got even more stuff here under the stairs. Geo5s, I think those are, or Geo8, something from the Asteroids machine. Some empty tubes, K7000 tube there. A couple of Sanyos. 4900, 4600, all kinds of stuff in here. I've got probably 60 monitors that are just chilling here in the house that I need gone, and I need someone to come and get them, because no one is going to allow me to ship these, and I do not want to ship these. So I've got, let's count them, how many, let's go back. Let's go back and just see how many I've got here. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 under the stairs. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. Yeah, I think that's an even. Yeah, I have an even 60 monitors, and I will never use all these in my lifetime. So, if anybody wants one of these, come down to Wichita, Kansas, and I'll make you a deal. I'm not shipping any of them. So, that being shown and discovered, oh, and I forgot, more in here. These are test tubes here, so 61, 62, and 63. And then I've got a bunch of extra parts here, more pinball glass. Then I have a giant box of chassis here I haven't gone through. I have 3 here. I've got a bunch in this tote here I have to go through. This entire box here is full of chassis. And it's big. So I've got probably another, I don't know, 40 or so chassis in these boxes here, and various parts and boards and stuff. So I have no shortage of stuff here. So anything you want, you know, there's not really any way to contact me on the page here. You can send me an email at mikesmonitorrepair@yahoo.com. mikesmonitorrepair@yahoo.com. There's a 24.8-inch tri-mode Macvision back there. Every single thing you see here has been tested, working, and repaired. Maybe not in that order. It's all ready to go, plug and play. So send me an email at mikesmonitorrepair@yahoo.com. If you want any of this stuff, you're going to have to come down here to Wichita, Kansas and pick it up. I'm not shipping any of it, but if you're interested in anything, want to come down, make a road trip, pick up a few monitors, let me know, because I need all this stuff gone. With all that shown and everything, I need to probably move everything from this row over. All this stuff here, from this row here over, all this stuff has to go somewhere else. So I can get, for now, I still have those 2 more machines, Roadshow and Hurricane, to bring home. But for now, I'm probably going to just put Elvira right here on the end, and then have, you know, like Metallica and CSI, so 3 machines right here. So for now, this stuff has to, these 3 rows here, and these along here, I'll have to go somewhere else. I have no idea where they're going to go, but they all got to get out of the way. Then we'll bring Elvira down, get it unboxed, set it up, and for now, for this video, we'll just get Elvira set up and unboxed and up and running, and we'll just stick it here and do a little showcasing of it. Other 2 machines I'll get down here at some point off camera, no big deal. I'll wait until I get all 5 pins down here, and I have a Mortal Kombat. Yeah, I have an MK1 out in the garage I need to clean up and make a MAME cabinet. And then that'll come down here at some point too. So, but I need all this stuff gone. Come down. I'm saving probably at least one of all models. I'm going to save all models. I'm going to save one. I'll save a Polo. I'll save a 7000. I'll save a 7400. Whatever. I'll save one of all major models for myself for use for the arcade. But everything else is going to go. So let me know. All the chassis will be for sale. All this stuff. So okay. That all being said, let me figure out how to get all this stuff out of the way, move it all out of the way, move it somewhere. Then I'll cut back in here with the Elvira machine down here, ready to go. And then we'll set the camera up on the tripod and just get it unboxed and get it all set up and see how it turns out. So let's see if I can find somewhere to put all these, and we'll get that done. Oh, so magically I was able to find somewhere else for these monitors. They were just sitting here because this is the best place to have out of the way. You know, I used to have a full basement of arcade machines. But before I opened the arcade, this was all arcade machines, so they all went to the arcade, which left this whole area completely empty, and it was a good place to put all these stupid monitors. So I was able to successfully relocate these to other places. Don't ask where, I'm not going to show. But so they're all out of the way. They're still here, just other places. So I have successfully got the machine down to the basement here. Now we're going to set it up and just put it, like, you know, at an angle there in the corner for now. And I got the other 2 machines down here. They'll probably go here along with Metallica and CSI, and then maybe Hurricane, or I might have to put them this way and stick some of these under the machines. Who knows? But that's down in the future. For now, we want to extricate this from the box. Now, what's the best way to do this when you've got a new machine in a box like this? Well, let me show you. I'm going to get the camera on the tripod, and we'll get this out, and I'll show you the best way, in my opinion, on how to do this. All right, step one, nice sharp razor knife with the brand new blade, and we're going to cut along the edge of the board here, or edge of the cardboard, all like this. Of course, you want to be very careful and never cut towards yourself, but okay, and this should just open right up. There you go. And now we have the bottom revealed. So step one, well, step two, I guess, take the legs out. Doesn't matter which set. And it doesn't matter, you don't really have to set these or preset these, because we're gonna have to totally redo it once we get everything set up. So for now, we can just get the legs installed as they are. And the bolts on these machines are 5/8. Oh, come on. All right. All right, so when I do this, I like to push on the leg. I realize you can't even see what I'm doing there, sorry. I like to push on the leg, so because when the machine's sitting on its legs, the legs get pushed towards the top of the machine. So I kind of prevent leg creep. I like to push on the leg to make sure it's seated all the way this way, and then tighten up the bolts. Okay, there's one. Now, I hope I can get that protective film off after. There's a protective film on the apron of this thing, or on the front I should say, and it looks like I might not be able to get it off when the legs are installed. So I'm probably going to have to pull this off at least a little bit away from the leg. All right, might have to redo the other side here. Oh, that's okay. Okay, push up on it. There we go. Now should be able to. Yeah, that's. What about this side? Can I get this side off of here without pulling the leg back off? That's what I want to see. Okay, that side's fine. What about this over here? No, but I can loosen it up. Okay. How about now? Yes, success. Okay. Push up again. Okay, so with that done, we can, let's reposition this so we can see what's happening. We can lay the machine down, just like so. Ah, success. Now, it is down and out. So, step number three, step number 3. Okay, we're gonna have to extricate this box from behind it here. Yeah, we may have to simply just cut the box here. So let's. I'm just going to cut this box here. Okay. Now we kind of need to do the same for it back here. Now we can lift this up and get that out from under it. And there you go. Now what we want to do is get something for this machine to sit on, which we'll just use this chair. Now, the fun part is trying to lift this sucker up onto it by yourself. Where's the other set of legs? Are they under here? Nope. Where are the other set of legs? Here they are. You tried to hide them, but I found them. Okay. Set those there. All right. So what we need to do is lift this up onto this chair. And I can't for the life of me think I'm going to be able to do this. Okay. There you go. Easier than I thought. Now, let's get these rear legs on here. A lot of people use an electric drill to do this, but I don't like doing that because you can mess up the threads very easily. A little manual operation here Goes a long way. Okay. Now, just like the front, there's a protective film on here, which I'm gonna remove. Some people may be watching this thinking, no, keep it nice. Well, it's gonna be home use only right here in my basement. It's not gonna get messed up, so. Okay, again, lift up as you tighten these. All right, one more to do over here. All right. And there's all four legs. We're done with that. We can lift it up off of the stool here. Set it down. Okay. Now we want to push it back into the corner a bit. All right, we'll go roughly there. Now we need to cut the strap and raise and tighten the head. I need a pair of cutters, so let me grab those real quick. Okay. So now with it up like this, we can cut the strap that keeps the top down, or the head. And we don't need this. Toss that in the box. We don't need the basic rules and the setup guide. We'll put that back in the machine. Don't worry about that. I'm not going to throw that. I don't throw any of this paperwork away or any of this stuff. I put it back in the machine so it's all here for, you know, later purposes. Okay, we'll get rid of these. That back piece fell off. All of these things here. And we are ready to raise this mirrored back. Here we go. Certificate of Authenticity, number 469 of 500. Outstanding. Now, let's get all of this stuff off here. So I talked about removing the protective film on the cabinet, and people were probably going, no, don't take that off. Well, it actually says right here, remove cabinet decal protective film. Well, okay, Stern tells me to do it, I will do it. Okay, now let's clip off. Let's clip the keys off here. I'm saving all this stuff. It's all gonna go right in the machine. And open this up, put the keys right there for the back box, and we need to remove the coin box, because the coin box has our special edition shooter rod in here, which I'll take out here shortly, but it has the power cable and the balls and the plumb bob and everything is in here. We'll have to get all that installed. Okay. So let's raise this playfield up and take a look at everything. There are two latches inside that latch onto here and here. They're just on the inside there, and the inside there you unlatch them, the lock bar comes off. And there's no balls in it, so we can remove the glass. And you want to either close the coin door or lift up on the glass as you pull the glass. If the coin door is open, you want to lift up on the glass slightly as you pull it out so you don't scratch the glass on the edge of the coin door. But it's easier to just close the coin door. So we'll slide this glass out. And we're going to have to clean both sides before it goes back in, so we'll just set it off to the side. And what does this say? Remove cable tie and foam before operating the game. So, okay, we will do that. Let's raise. Well, here's this foam, but underneath there's also those two, so we got to get those off of there. Okay. All right, so step 4 is we're going to have to, I absolutely recommend looking in the bottom of the cabinet and around the bottom of the playfield for anything that's loose or has fallen off and is laying down inside the cabinet. So just as a cursory look, I don't see anything laying down in the bottom of the playfield. Let's inspect for loose items, bad connections, nothing so far. Nothing that's going to get tangled up if something operates or moves. Make sure our Ethernet cables are plugged in properly and all the way and seated. Oh! I don't know if you can hear you. I don't have a microphone because I'm the amateur channel, but when I went to push on this Ethernet cable for the QR code reader, it wasn't snapped in. I pressed it and it went snap. So that's why you always inspect. You're guaranteed to find something wrong or not connected or loose or whatever. When you open these up brand new. So case in point, this Ethernet connector for the QR code reader was not snapped in all the way. But it all looks okay. So let's set it back down. Let's grab, I need to get, well, no, you want to get a cloth to wipe the balls off prior to putting them in because they have a coating. They have a coating on them to prevent rust. I'm not going to worry about getting the plumb bulb installed right now. We'll do that later. I'm also not going to worry about putting the custom shooter rod in there right now. We can do that later. Let me grab a microfiber cloth and wipe the oil off these balls and I'll put them in the machine. Then I'll get the power cord connected, and then we'll fire it up first time and see how that goes. Okay, it's plugged in. Let me remove this authenticity certificate. Did it leave any residue behind? Nope, that's good. So I'll put this aside with the other stuff that has to go back in the machine. And inside this here, these are the bolts that hold the back box up. So we're gonna have to, they're 5/8 also, so you can just grab the same wrench you were using for your legs and just bolt this in from back here. Okay, so the back box is now secure, and yeah, let me get a microfiber cloth to clean these balls off. We'll get them in there and then we'll flip it on. Hang on one moment. Okay, there's one. Just wiping them off here off camera. Okay, there's two. All right. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, now we are ready, I believe, to fire this puppy up. And before we start a game, there's a number of things we have to go in and do. Most importantly, we need to turn the ejector power down to minimum, the absolute minimum that it could possibly go, to prevent damage to the shooter lane. So, I think we're ready to fire it up. So, I'm going to turn the lights out, and I'm going to flip the switch, and here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I got a dead pixel already. Brand new out of the box. There's a dead pixel in the LCD. Can you believe it? What do you want for $13,000? I'll see if I can show that off later, but any day now. Okay, version 1.08.0, and okay, guided setup. Let's scroll through here. All right, so I'm going to have to open this coin door. Okay. English, yeah. We want free play. Enable home team, I don't know what that is. I guess free play only. Volume, sure. Set date and time. Today is January 25th, 2020. Oh. What the? This is... There we go. Okay, save and exit. Now I need to go to net. We'll go to Wi-Fi. And we will skip this part because you don't need to see my Wi-Fi ID or my Wi-Fi password. Okay, successfully connected. Okay, escape out. And, oh, that's it. I'm gonna leave the glass off because we gotta clean it, but I want to, oh, wrong way. I want to put the lockdown bar back on. And let's go ahead and turn the light back on here. And there she is. So we'll go through and peel all the protective film off and do a showcase of the cabinet and all that jazz. But first, I want to make sure everything is operational. So let's just make sure here, do a quick play.
I keep this dress for special occasions. Let's make it special. Ball one locked. Head for the trunk. The hand of fate is lit.
Double trouble! It's good retro vintage crap!
Take a bath in my house? Jeez, the nerve of some spirits. You and your crampy hand just need to leave, sir. Hand off, backflip, front handspring. Impressive.
So everything seems to be working. So now let's go through and set that. I know I said it was the first thing you want to do, but I'm doing things out of order. So let's go through and go to adjustments, feature adjustments, and we'll set that ejector power to the lowest it could possibly. Ball launcher power. I don't know. Trough power. I think that's. We'll set this to the minimum that it could possibly go. Well, I guess it goes to 0. No, 64. Let's go to 100. And let's see what that does. Nope, that is way too low. Okay, let's go back to. Let's go to like 150 here.
Layer one, you're up!
That's much better. Okay, so let's turn it back off so we can hear what we're doing. Fantastic. Okay, well, yeah, let's get the glass cleaned. I'm going to clean off camera. Easy for me to say, off camera. Off camera. I'm going to get the glass cleaned, get it back in. Then we'll do a showcase of the cabinet and the artwork and the play field, and maybe play it through a couple of games and see, run this puppy through its paces. So let's get that done. All right, glass is clean, both front and back. I decided to not put it back in so we can showcase the play field. I got the machine angled. I got it leveled. There's really not much to it. I climb underneath it and lift it up with my back and then adjust the feet as necessary and then tighten it down. And, you know, a lot of these newer Stern games, each game is slightly different, but in my experience, the best setting for the pitch is right about there, where the very top of the bubble touches the top black line. That, in my opinion, is about 6.25 degrees. When the bubble is dead center, I mean, that's the ideal setting, but some games like to run a little bit lower. Some games run a bit higher. It ends up being about 6.25 degrees with the very tip top of that bubble touching the very, you know, touching that first black line. So that's where I set this for the pitch for pretty much all these newer Stern games. And then depending on how it plays, I adjust either more steep or less steep from there. More steep, less steep. So that's about where I put it. So we're set on the pitch, and we are dead level. Let me grab, I also got all this stuff cleaned up, and everything that I talked about putting back inside the cabinet is back inside the cabinet. All that stuff right there. So, and it says for a 6.5 pitch, the bubble should be between the two black lines. So like I say, when you put it where it's touching the top black line, which is about where I want to put it, it ends up being about, I'm sorry, no, 6.75. 6.75, because the higher you go, the more steep it is. So 6.75 is about where it is right now, and that's where I like to keep it. If it is playing too fast, we can, too slow. If it's playing too slow, we can lower the pitch a bit to 6.5, but I like to leave it about 6.75. Sorry about that. Anyway, it's it's not an easy task getting all this stuff set up. So, okay, let's make sure. All right. Okay, yeah, I was going to show you that it's level. So you measure the level of the play field from, I say, multiple areas. I do right here between the slingshots and further back if you're able to. So if you look here and see, we are dead level there. And if I push this back to roughly there, we are dead level there too. So the playfield is level, the pitch is adjusted, the feet are tight and secure. Glass is clean, everything is back together. I put the plumb bob. I didn't put the plumb bob in because I'm not a tilter. I don't shake the machine all around, so I didn't even install the plumb bob. It's just in the coin box. It's sitting in there. I got the custom shooter rod installed, so that's done also. And I think all that's really left is to pull all the protective film off and then showcase it, and that's it. So yeah, let's get cracking on this. You know, I think I probably should have taken this off prior to lifting up the head, but we can make it work here. There we go. Okay. So that's done. Then we can lift this off here. Okay. Let's grab this. Got it. Get this. Okay. I don't think there's anything on the, nope, okay. But we do have this, 469 of 500. There we are. Now we got this piece. We gotta take the bar off. Yep, take that off. There we go. Set that aside. Put this back on. And there it is, boys and girls. Elvira Blood Red Kiss Edition, number 469 of 500. And I need to, this is going to continue to crackle, snap, crackle, and pop, so let's just put this over there. Nope, that's still going to crackle and pop. Let's put it somewhere. Hang on. Okay. I went upstairs and threw it away. So, let's just do a little showcase here. I mean, this thing is just super cool. Let's do some music while I'm doing this.
Look at me, all sparkly.
I'll say.
And now, player one.
Today.
Get this show on the road!
So there you go. I'm now going to cut the camera off and have my way with her.